Consumer and Audience: Remaking Hip Hop by Randolph Stars. Remaking Hip Hop. Hip hop has changed from the greatness it used to be to what it is today. No longer do MCs rap a 16-bar flow or freestyle. Rappers of the past could write or freestyle like 16 bars worth of enunciated words and syllables in their rhymes, whereas rappers of today do mumble raps. Mumble rap is defined by Urban Dictionary as the mumble style likely is influenced from the following elements: the southern drawl and pronunciation, the drinking of the drug lean, which can slur speech patterns, and the wearing of gold teeth, which affects pronunciation. This style of rapping is flooding and tainting the industry. Rappers such as the Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Yachty are making the style of rap so popular. The message, the message is going out to anyone who loves hip hop as much as I do. To the fans of the Notorious B.I.G., Nas, Eminem, and Dr. Dre, and many more of that era, this is a call to action to bring the golden age of hip hop back to radio. Hip hop needs to come back to its original form. Eminem can help bring hip hop back to its original form. He's one of the last great MCs left. According to St. Erlewine, Eminem was one of the greatest MCs of his generation. Rapid, fluid, dexterous, and unpredictable, as capable of pulling off long-form narrative as he delivered a withered aside. His rhyming ability is why I've come to love hip-hop. He can single-handedly stomp any of the more current rappers. One way we can weed out the mumble rappers and begin to bring hip-hop back would be to hold a nationally televised rap battle sessions. Eminem and others can battle the mumble rappers. This will prove once and for all that mumble rappers are not rappers at all. I would like to make hip-hop more listenable and to help pay tribute and respect to the pioneers of hip-hop. The mumble rappers refer to the pioneers as anyone who disgraces their music as old dudes and washed up rappers, which is definitely disrespectful. I would love to be able to listen to hip hop again. I want to hear 16-bar lyrical wordplay and properly placed punchlines. I would like our children to hear what real hip hop is, not this mumble rap stuff you hear on the radio. For them to know where their roots of hip hop originated, how hip hop was created, and for them to continue such a great genre of music. Just as rock and roll has continued throughout the years, I would love for hip hop to continue as well. According to A-Light, hip hop is a musical style incorporated rhythmic and/or rhyming speech that became the movement's most lasting and influential art form. Hip hop in the early 70s to 80s was a freedom of speech for urban African American culture. Created in the Bronx, hip hop was a way for those to speak their minds of their surrounding environments. Hip hop was about how bad things were in their environment, such as drugs, gangs, and even crooked cop involved situations. Nowadays, all of these mumble rappers are about selling drugs, their jewelry, and violence. When NWA came out, they were talking about how crack-flooded streets of Los Angeles and how it completely changed their neighborhood. Eminem doesn't have a problem with speaking his mind in his rhymes. He was one of the most controversial rappers of his era. I believe a rap battle with Eminem leading the pack can put an end to the mumble rap era. Throughout the years, hip-hop has gone through so many phases and changes. From its earlier years to the most recent years, hip-hop has so many subgenres in itself. I hope and believe that hip-hop is due yet for another change, a change back to its most recent format. I do believe Eminem would be the one to pull it back from its buried state, a resurrection of sorts. going back to its golden era. Hip hop needs to come back. Our kids need to know what hip hop is truly about. They need to know what's playing on the radio now is not what it should be. If the mumble rappers are going to continue to be, they, just like rock and roll, should have their subgenre. Just as rock and roll has so many subgenres, such as alternative, progressive rock, punk rock, etc. Mumble rappers should have their own category instead of being labeled as rappers. They should be known as mumblers.